Hi, my name's Allison. I'm a psychic medium and a farmer. Today is day 18 of milking my cow on TikTok. Today I'm going to talk about realms, and I'm going to explain them using old school 90s projector transparencies and decoder glasses. If you've ever had a mediumship session or you've just listened to any medium talk, you're going to hear them say your past loved ones are right around us all the time, you just can't see them. And that sounds like a cop-out answer, I know. That's why we're going to talk about realm. And this is a concept that was really hard for me to understand because people in the spiritual, metaphysical world talk about it so freely as if it's something we're all supposed to just get. And I was just really confused by it. So I asked Source, can you show me something in this tangible world to help me understand what realms are and how everyone can be here, but we can't all see them, or we get glimpses of them, or whatever? Can you just help me out? Lo and behold, Source delivered. Because all you gotta do is ask. My quick definition of a realm are there different planes of existence. There's a spiritual realm, a physical realm, and in certain aspects they can and cannot interact. So when teachers in the 90s had to show notes, they used transparencies to write their notes and display them on an overhead projector. So those transparency sheets are what Source showed me to demonstrate the different realms that we know. So let's say we have one transparency that's the physical realm, and that's shown with a red marker. And so we draw all the things that we see and experience in the physical realm with a red marker on the first transparency. And then we put another transparency on top of that, and we write on that transparency sheet in blue. We've got a lot of red in our physical realm going on. That blue, that clear message written in the blue marker on the spiritual realm transparency, it's not going to be a very clear message. It's not going to be a very clear picture that has been drawn out. Even though if you just look at the spiritual realm or the blue transparency sheet by itself, it makes perfectly good and fine sense. So we have these stacks of transparencies to represent our planes, and each transparency sheet uses a different color. But for the sake of this conversation, we're going to say the physical realm is the transparency with the red markers being used, and the spiritual realm is the transparency with the blue markers being used. And so we put these two sheets together, and there's all sorts of information on both of them. But when you overlay them together, it's hard to see the messages because it's just all smushed and mushed together. Well, that, my friends, is where those secret decoder glasses come in. Now, this is like the little magnifying glass that you would get at the bottom of a cereal box, or 3D glasses, but it's just red in both lenses. The secret decoder glasses is our intuition. We all have a pair of these glasses. Some of us more willing to put them on than others. Maybe some people put them on all the time because that's the work you do, like me or other psychic mediums. Maybe you don't know how to put your glasses on, but sometimes they just fall on your head and you have little glimpses with your intuition. Maybe the thought of those red glasses are super scary, and even though you see them there, you're like, I don't want to put those on. That's fine. But when we use our intuition, hi birds, when we use our intuition and we put those red glasses on, the red lens, those film, our intuition, blocks all of the red on the physical plane red transparency sheet so that we can very clearly see the message from spirit on the spirit realm written in blue on the blue transparency. Okay, actually getting more information in this real time, so I'm gonna finish milking Cricket to let that message come through, and then I'll come back without her. Okay, Source was offering some clarifying information. Yes, it's decoder glasses, but more. So I needed my full attention to explain this brand new thing that just dropped in. So when we open up our intuition, it's like almost getting prescription glasses. In the very beginning, we need like a really high prescription because we're not used to seeing things like this. So the high prescription is being shown like mentorship, online community, just someone trusted that you can talk to so that you can start to understand and interpret this information experiences that you're getting. as you grow confident, as your intuitive at your third eye, okay, it strengthens, you are able to start seeing with your red decoder glasses. You can see clearly, interpret your messages clearly with lower assistance, because you have that confidence in yourself, that trust in yourself, your own trust in your own intuition. That's how we lower our intuitive prescription to barely, we just have readers or cheaters at the end, where all we need is our own inner knowing to see these messages clearly. So if we're all at Earth School taking notes on a 90s overhead projector, we all have our red decoder glasses on at different levels of intuition and assistance. We're all taking these notes, and we're all trying to see this message clearly of what our soul's supposed to learn by eliminating all the red in the physical realm, so that we can see the blue in the spiritual realm, and then say, thanks for those notes, thanks for that information, and then use it in the physical realm. So although we cannot visit the spiritual realm, we can gain better insight from experiencing it with our intuition. I hope this helps. That's brand new to me, so I can't wait to think about it for the rest of the day. If you have any great analogies on how you experience or how you think of the physical and spiritual realms and how they interact, obviously drop them in the comments. Also, it's Day of the Dead. Let's honor our past loved ones. They're right here. If you want to share anything that you do, to honor them, please. Or if you just want to tell your name, the people that love you, put them in the comments. I don't care. This is a day of celebration for those that we've been talking about every day here in this milk stanchion. Cricket's licking the chair now, so I gotta go. Bye.